Breaking right now, the mainstream media continues to want to try and rehabilitate Meghan Markle. What's this about? Are they just so scared that Prince Harry and Meghan keep suing them? Because I don't think a rehabilitation is possible. However, The Sun does. They write, and they've presented actually to Meghan Markle 5 things that she can do to save her reputation and relationship with the British public. Now, it's interesting they talk about the British public because in America, things are not going well for Harry and Meghan. Look at this Star magazine front cover because I find it fascinating given that Harry and Meghan used to say, oh, there's no tabloid media in the US. Well, now, referring to Megxit, they say 5 years later, Meghan and Harry's shattered world, they left England to rule Hollywood, but every project flops, friends disappear, and power players mock them publicly. How it all went so wrong so fast. But anyway, Angela Levin's verdict in just one moment. But first, let me tell you what The Sun believes are the 5 things Meghan must do for us to love her again, because we're going to take her back into our bosom, apparently, according to The Sun. So they say, be by Harry's side. Okay, so be by her husband's side, right? More charity work. Oh, she's going to hate that suggestion. She only does an hour a week. Reconcile with her father. Well, yes, I've been saying that for years. Reunite the children with the king. And visit the UK. Now, Angela Levin, I'm sorry, I've got to be honest about this, and I'm more than happy if you want to have a different opinion on this. Of course, as always, we are all about free speech, but I think The Sun have lost the plot. Because I don't think those things would change Meghan Markle's reputation with the British public. I don't think the British public actually want her to visit the UK. And I don't think that we're going to forget in a hurry, Angela, if ever, the misery that she caused the late Queen Elizabeth II, for example, the misery that she's caused Catherine while she's been battling with cancer. So personally, I don't understand what is this desire in the mainstream media. Maybe you understand it. Like, why are they so desperate to save Meghan Markle's reputation?
Oh, I think it just takes up newspaper space, really. I think it's a load of junk, actually, from beginning to end. And also, it's really not our business. You can't say to someone, go and be friendly with your father again, and then I'll like you, because that's a nonsense, isn't it? If she really can't bear him, she shouldn't go and see him because she'll only upset him. She's not going to be there and be nice forever. I mean, it's a silly thing to do. It's a silly thing to say. And actually be by Harry's side. I mean, she's just sent him off for months on end. I mean, what? In any case,
But he
it's
seems
none of our
happier
business.
without her by his
Well, he
side.
may and he may not. He might be acting.
Yeah,
But the
true.
thing is, it's absolutely not our business to tell them how to live. Whatever my feelings are, and you know them since for quite a long time now, I wouldn't dream of interfering with their marriage and say, go and take your children to see the king. If you don't want to, or you're using that as a plot that you want him to let you have 24/7 protection by police, that's you're holding on to that. It shows what awful people they are, and therefore leave them alone. The only thing I would say that they need to do is to stop living in the past, get on with what you want with your own life, and stop being phony. Don't keep going around pretending you're still a member of the royal family when you can't help people like in Africa. That you can help them with money or produce, anything like that, because you can't. You can just make them spend a lot of money trying to protect you, and that's all you can do. You're not standing up United Kingdom, America, or for the royal family. You're just going along there to try and pretend that you're still worthy. You left in 2020. You wanted to leave. Meghan couldn't stand it from the time she was there. So what are we doing? Crawling on the floor saying, please get back because we love you so much. We do not, and it's not our business. Do what you like and leave the royal family alone. I think if you don't like your family, go off, live your life. They've had opportunities galore. 16 bathrooms, gardens near the sea, lots of things that they could do. So get on with it. Don't keep going backwards. It's pointless.
Yeah,
And we
totally
should
agree.
shut up as well about that.
Totally agree.
For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have presented themselves as a united team. They left royal life together. They built a new life together. They faced criticism, controversy, and public scrutiny together. But now, a new set of comments is reigniting debate about the future of their relationship. Royal commentator Angela Levin has made a striking claim, arguing that Meghan Markle needs to let go of Prince Harry as questions continue to grow about the Sussexes' future. The comments have sparked intense discussion online, with supporters and critics offering completely different interpretations of what she meant and what it could mean for Harry and Meghan moving forward. So what exactly is behind these remarks? And why has this latest royal commentary created such a strong reaction? Tonight, we're breaking down the full story, the context behind the comments, the growing speculation surrounding the Sussexes, and why this debate continues to dominate royal headlines.
There is reporting, though, out of the US, Andrew, and this is again what I find so interesting, because they thought, or they claimed, that they were going to America and they were just going to get glowing coverage, right? And beautiful covers of Vogue magazine and Harper's Bazaar. But in fact, it's now the American tabloids that are reporting in detail about what's really going on within Harry and Meghan's relationship. So this is from In Touch Weekly, that reports Prince Harry and Meghan Markle don't think that their separate lives are a big deal. I just want to take you through a couple of aspects of the story, Andrew, and then I'll get your reaction to it. But a source tells In Touch they really are leading separate lives lately, and they're okay with that. While others might consider the long-distance nature of their relationship a big deal, Harry and Meghan don't. Meghan wants to be taken seriously as a big player, and in Hollywood, appearance is everything. Meghan got tired of always being a package deal. She's long been super independent, which has caused some tension, but now she and Harry are on the same page. And they then go on to say that they have, and this is their description, Andrew, it's a very odd description, a mutual understanding now. The source says the children come first and they're both there for all the important events in their lives. They can be apart without any jealousy, but it's crucial they come together as a family. When Harry's away, he FaceTimes Meghan every night. She texts him little love notes, pics of the kids, encouraging words throughout the day. That's how they stay connected. So this seemed like a very odd report to me. What do you make of it?
Oh, well, I don't believe a word of it, actually. I think it's nonsense. Meghan wants to be taken seriously as a big player and in Hollywood. Well, she's tried that years ago and she's not. So she still thinks she's going to be a big player. She's not going to be starring in anything at all. And so that's rubbish. She's super independent. But that's not true either. I mean, she hangs on to Harry as if she doesn't dare let him go. This whole salt and pepper thing, that's what she was so proud of. But she holds on to his hand, and if he gets up to go anywhere, you can see she often pulls him back, and she keeps on holding his hand. And if he doesn't want to hold her hand, he moves it out, and then she grabs it. And she holds on to him all the time. She holds him on the back. She keeps her hand there. I have never seen anyone who is less independent, actually. Let him go off and talk to other people. But she's got to be there. She's got to be there in the front. She's got to do the talking. And he has to be quiet at the back. If there's a big picture of them, she fights to get into the front and smiles and looks very happy and checks where he is. He's at the back between all these other people. He won't be able to get away. I mean, it's funny. But also this thing about there was an unexpected turn. He grew sloppily angry, then snapped. And he spoke to his love harshly and cruelly. Now, what do we know about Meghan? She never shouts. She's as sweet as pie. She's gentle. She's kind. She never shouts at Harry, does she? We all know that. He just, now and then is the naughty one, but she's perfect. Me, miss, me. It's ridiculous. And also the thing is, the children come first, but you're not going to see them. You're just going to do it remotely, like we're doing via Zoom. Hi. What's that going to help them? That's not going to make their friends. They don't see anything from their family anyway, apart from Meghan's mother on either side. Can you imagine those poor children? They've got children love grandparents and they love cousins and they love aunts and uncles. It makes them feel they're part of a lovely family. But now they're not going to see their dads unless he just goes, oh, hello. And if she has a FaceTime every night, she texts him little love notes, pictures of the kids. She's not even going to see them live. They're going to have pictures and encouraging words throughout the day. That's how they stay connected. Well, I hope I've never heard of anybody else who does that, because I would feel incredibly sorry for them. This is not a way to have a relationship of any sort. If Harry had to go away for a while and do some sort of business, or he was going to Africa to do something important, that would be different. But he's going little bits, because she doesn't want him back, obviously.
Very well
Here we are.
put. Very well put. I'm lapping that up. That is the ultimate response from Angela Levin. Angela, look, I want to take you through this breaking story right now. So we'll be learning about this for the first time together, because it's an exclusive in the Daily Mail.
Let's get into it. The video opens by placing Angela Levin front and center. And that's significant because Levin has become one of the most recognizable voices in royal commentary over the past several years. She has frequently spoken about Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and the wider royal family, often offering opinions that generate strong reactions from both supporters and critics. In this case, the phrase that immediately grabs attention is her statement that Meghan should let go of Harry. And right away, the creator presents that remark as something much bigger than a simple opinion. The wording is dramatic, it's emotional, and it's open to interpretation. Because what exactly does let go mean? Does it mean giving Harry more independence? Does it mean stepping back from influencing his decisions? Or does it suggest something much more serious? The ambiguity is what drives curiosity and keeps viewers watching. As the video continues, it begins building a broader narrative around recent changes in Harry and Meghan's public life. We see references to separate appearances, individual projects, and moments where the couple has not been seen together as frequently as in the past. Now, on their own, these developments may not seem unusual. Many high-profile couples pursue separate professional interests while maintaining strong relationships. But the creator frames these developments very differently. They are presented as possible signs that something is changing behind the scenes. And that's where the speculation begins to grow.
But the headline is Suspicious Prince Harry accuses the NYPD of a cover-up in unseen emails demanding arrests. Now, Angela, this dates back. Do you remember we spoke about it a lot at the time, the false police chase that never was, the car chase, around New York City that never was. But this is a fascinating new revelation, Angela. So let me just read out what they're reporting. So the Mail reports Prince Harry pressured New York cops to speed up their investigation and make arrests after their high-speed chase with photographers through the streets of Manhattan. He even claimed there was a cover-up. Now, this is according to letters and emails obtained by the Daily Mail. Now, previously, I had seen some of these letters online, but I had been unable to verify that they were actually genuine. But the Mail has now done that, Angela. So in one email sent to the New York Police Department, it read, "The Duke feels intentionally misled and is suspicious of a cover-up." Harry also demanded that arrests be made the very next day and threatened to make an official complaint. The demand came after John Hart, the NYPD's top intelligence officer, had sent police in London 2 letters, One saying there was not enough evidence to make arrests, and a second 3 months later saying there was. To date, no arrests have been made. Now, I think this really suggests, Angela, doesn't it, that Harry is completely paranoid, but also believes that he can use his influence, use his position to try and demand action. Because if you look at this letter here, you can see that it's very, very detailed in terms of what he is asking for. And I think actually quite inappropriate, Angela, especially given what we have learned about what really happened that night. I know this is just breaking, but what do you make of it?
It is very strange, isn't it? And we know that the police have said there wasn't hardly anybody, they couldn't move fast, so they couldn't have been chased in the first place. The driver, who wouldn't have actually known who he was taking, he wasn't employed or anything, he was just given this job. And he said, there was never a speeding time, not at all. I think it's really weird that Harry now loves to take people to court. He's got 2 cases coming up in the United Kingdom, one next year and one the year after, where he hopes he'll make a lot of money. And he wants now to take in America, he wants to have a court case. That's the best way to make friends, isn't it? I mean, they don't like them now very much anyway. So why punish them for not liking them? It is absolutely ridiculous. And why do you want to have that hanging over you all the time? That's what I mean about start your life, have a positive life. Don't keep going back to one time which most people think hasn't happened at all, because there's so much traffic in New York that you never get these type of things anyway. But Harry's determined, absolutely obsessive about getting this done. But if there's some little thing that he could get and he gets a few dollars, it's not going to satisfy him. He'll go back again and then again and then again, as he's doing in the United Kingdom. It's just absolutely tragic that he feels this is his main thing to do.
Oh my God, Angela, you are so right. Absolutely so right. Love how you put that.
The video repeatedly encourages viewers to connect recent events to larger questions about the state of the marriage, not through direct evidence, but through implication. And emotionally, that can be very persuasive. Because once people begin looking for signs of trouble, even ordinary developments can start to feel significant. One of the most interesting parts of the video is how it connects today's discussion to the Sussexes' entire journey since leaving royal life. The argument being made is that these experiences may have placed enormous pressure on both Harry and Meghan, pressure that few couples could fully understand. Whether viewers agree with that interpretation or not, it provides important context, because the story being told here isn't really about one comment from Angela Levin. It's about a much larger narrative surrounding the Sussexes' future. The video suggests that after years of controversy, criticism, and media attention, questions are beginning to emerge about where Harry and Meghan go from here. The focus then shifts toward Prince Harry himself. And this is where the emotional framing becomes especially noticeable. Harry is portrayed as a man caught between 2 worlds. On one side is the life he built with Meghan in California. On the other is the family and institution he left behind in Britain. The creator suggests that this tension remains unresolved. We see footage of Harry attending events, speaking publicly, and carrying out various projects. And every image is used to reinforce the idea that he may still be navigating difficult personal choices.
But look at this letter. I just can't believe the arrogance of this man. So this is the letter sent directly on behalf of the Duke of Sussex. He has asked that certain things be taken care of by this Friday. He would like the arrests of the paparazzi to happen, or have an official letter stating why they have not been arrested, or a letter from the DA's office on why they haven't accepted charges. He intends to file a formal complaint about the handling of the situation since May, and a complaint against you on whether the DA's office had the evidence of the paparazzi in the first place to press charges. The Duke has contacted Governor Gavin Newsom's office to assist in finding the right point of contact in the Manhattan District Attorney's office or higher up for further discussions. So there you go, Angela. This is what he does. And unfortunately, in America, it works because they actually came back to him. And this is what's so annoying. They come back to him. This is the letter from the city of New York. And they say, as a result, we will be enhancing the security resources afforded to the Duke and Duchess on future visits to the city, beginning with an upcoming trip in the coming weeks. So he gets what he wants, Angela, by making these ludicrous threats. In America, he does. And how fascinating that he name drops Governor Newsom, you know, the Democratic governor of California, who Meghan has tried. Oh, these people. I'm sorry. As I say, this is the first time I'd seen these letters, but I didn't know they were genuine. I can't believe the arrogance of this guy. Seriously, there was no car chase, Angela.
No, but I think he wants to be powerful, and he has to look around and see how he can do it, just as Meghan wants to be shown. So she goes around any old party, whether she's invited or not, or stands on a red carpet or goes in there and, you know, here I am. It's the same sort of thing. But I think America thinks, oh, we don't care if we give him another car, so what? I think it's that. I don't think they believe that he's come across the most terrible thing that's been happening in New York against them. You know, he sort of feels everyone's against him, which they're not really. It's just he creates that himself. He's against himself.
Totally. Now, Angela, let's move on to something much nicer to end today. You have some news of an incredible trip that is going to be made by King Charles.
Yes,
what can you reveal?
I'm very pleased with that.
Angela Levin's comments are then presented as a response to that situation. The implication is that she believes Harry needs greater freedom to define his own path. Whether viewers agree with her assessment or not, the video uses it as a launching point for a much broader conversation. The public reaction shown in the video is exactly what you would expect: deeply divided. Some viewers support Levin's comments and argue that Harry appears increasingly disconnected from his past life and relationships. They believe changes are needed. Others strongly reject the entire premise. They argue that outsiders cannot truly know what happens inside a marriage, and that speculation about Harry and Meghan's relationship often goes too far. And honestly, that division is one of the reasons stories like this continue generating so much attention. Because people aren't simply discussing facts. They're discussing emotions. They're discussing a relationship that has become one of the most analyzed partnerships in modern public life. As the video approaches its conclusion, it leaves viewers with a larger question than whether Angela Levin is right or wrong. The real question is what the future holds for Harry and Meghan. After years of media scrutiny, public controversy, family conflict, and constant speculation, where does their story go next? The creator doesn't offer a definitive answer. Instead, the video leaves that question hanging. And that uncertainty is exactly what keeps audiences coming back. Because despite everything that has happened, public fascination with Harry and Meghan remains as strong as ever. Every comment, every rumor, every headline becomes part of an ongoing story that people around the world continue to follow. And whether these latest comments reveal genuine concerns or simply fuel another round of speculation, one thing is clear: the conversation surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is far from over.
He says that he's going to lead a UK delegation to Auschwitz towards the end of January to talk about the 80th anniversary of the liberation of the German Nazi concentration camp. He's very kind to Jews and always feels that the religion is very interesting, and he's done extremely well. But he's been before, and so has Queen Camilla, and the trip will be an important date, and I'm sure that every Jewish person will feel much appreciated, because it's been a really hard time if you are Jewish. And actually, if you care about Jews, It's been very difficult. So to feel that the king will go there on your behalf is wonderful.
Oh, I'm so happy about that, Angela, because I care deeply about Jewish people. So I think this is a great thing. And also it just makes me so impressed that the king wants to continue with this really
Don't forget,
big schedule.
It will be freezing cold there.
Yeah.
Absolutely freezing
Yeah.
cold. So if they thought that wouldn't help him in his getting well, they wouldn't even mention it. So, at the moment, they feel he is ready to do that, and he wants to do that. And so, let's hope that he stays well. But he's a real man who tries so hard to please people, and I think that's why it's such a shame that Harry should snarl at somebody who actually is good all through.
Lovely, Angela. Now, do you know, Angela, this is the last time I see you in 2024.
Give you a break.
I'm going to miss
Harry
you.
and Meghan, you can be over there.
No, I'm going to miss you. But can you put your thinking cap on? Because I know for your first appearance in 2025, we are going to reveal the Angela Levin Royal Mastermind Awards, the best and the worst of the British royal family in 2024 will be revealed by Angela in the first week of 2025. But Angela, until then, have a very Merry Christmas, a wonderful New Year. I adore having you as part of Outspoken. You were here on the very, very first episode.
Kind.
And Angela, let me just show you actually before you go. Look at this. Last night, we literally reached 250,000 subscribers, and you have been such a big part of that. Couldn't have done this without you.
No. Mainly it's you. It's your courage and your expertise. And I'm not going to take any of that. It's really you.
Well, no, you take a whole load of the credit because, as I say, you were here for the first episode and you're with us so much.
Yes.
I love having you as part of Outspoken. I'm going to miss our chats, but it will be a couple of weeks and we will reveal the Royal Mastermind Awards.
Yes,
but I'm
really looking forward to doing it. It's a fun thing to do. Thank you.
And yeah, and please, if you are watching right now and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe. It's completely free, right, Angela? Just hit subscribe and then you'll get all of our content.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Angela.
Merry Christmas to you too. I hope it all goes very well.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.
But now I want to hear from you. What do you think Angela Levin meant when she said Meghan Markle should let go of Prince Harry? Do you believe these comments reflect real concerns? Or do you think they're simply adding to ongoing speculation about the Sussexes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal family analysis, celebrity reactions, and in-depth commentary. Subscribe for more royal breakdowns, bell.